Okay, so first I wanted to say what's up and hey and thank you to the individual that left a comment that I forgot to do the Gemini moon and Pisces moon compatibility, which is, I didn't forget, y'all. I promise I didn't forget. Like, I have it, it's recorded, but it's on my laptop that the screen broke. And when it broke, I thought, like, when I started back, when I used my other recording device, I initially thought that I had already had that video out, and I didn't. So if you see some videos, and I skip around on purpose and I come back around, but if it's something that you feel like I'm not coming back around to yet, and you already could have told me, but you want to remind me, go ahead and remind me. I have no problem with that. So without further ado, Gemini moon and Pisces moon compatibility. These two signs are squaring each other. Square, square, square. So what do we know about square energy? Square energy, there is not a natural rapport. It does not cohesively flow. There are barriers to communications or just understanding. This is in the moon signs, right? This is a moon placement. So this is in the basic understanding of each other's feelings, right? Or just a basic understanding of each other. Because if we're talking about the feelings, we're talking about the subconscious, we're talking about adaptive behavior, like behavior that is ingrained within us, and, you know, reactions and responses and interactions to this behavior that cause us to feel like a person understands us or doesn't understand us. It doesn't mean it's doomed, okay? It's just square. And I will say this, you know, yes, we have Gemini. The thing that I notice about both of these signs is that they both could be sensitive. The thing about, and yes, Gemini moons can be sensitive, right? I kind of even feel like Gemini moons will voice or vocalize their feelings or whatever, sometimes even more than Pisces moon. And Pisces moon will, and sometimes they'll hold back, and sometimes they'll do it in an emotional way, and Gemini moon could do it it can have some emotions there, but it's in a verbal way. Like, they may say how they're feeling, or they think they're saying how they're feeling, but Pisces moon is interpreted as like, okay, well, you're lashing out at me, you're being rude, and then here's the infamous Gemini shutdown, baby. Okay? When Gemini shut down, people can look at it as almost cruel. And you, like, Gemini energy, Gemini moons too, they can black out under anger, and when they're feeling a certain type of way and they're feeling frustrated beyond belief, they could black out and really do become, you know, like, when you see a Gemini get to the point when they're verbalized, or when Gemini is verbalizing something to you or vocalizing their feelings and telling you, well, I'm mad, or leave me alone, whenever they're interactive with you, I will say this, that's possibly a good thing. Whenever Geminis, okay, there's sirens in the background. Hey, is it trying to tell us something? No, but seriously, whenever Geminis stop talking, stop telling you stuff, stop telling, then that's when they're done. That's when they've lost, they've really completely shut their feelings off, you know. So it, you know, that's just something that I wanted to put out there. Pisces moon though, Pisces moon is kind of, you know, in their feelings, but they're back and forth with this. And sometimes Pisces moon is just like, okay, you know, I want to be here. If Pisces moon doesn't feel safe and secure, they will start to be back and forth. They're going to be back and forth with their feelings anyways, but you will really see it more because they could be feeling confused, and it starts to show up in their behavior. They could start feeling a little anxious because they don't really know what's going on in the relationship or with the other person. They try to fix their partner's problems and situations by assisting them, by helping them. With Gemini moon, when they feel like, okay, I don't even know, like, Gemini's distance and space. Pisces moon can have distance and space too, in like that, but it's different for Gemini moon. And Pisces moon would take Gemini moon's distance in space as them not caring for them, as them abandoning them, as them, it's like a source of confusion for Pisces moon. Pisces moon needs a certain level of reassurance. They don't want to see Gemini moon out there, you know, having these, you know, flimsy relationships with people, the way they're flirting with people, the way they got these different friends, or, and Gemini moon people could just be not, it's not even doing anything that's really acting on these said situations or relationships with these people. They're just having these networks. You know, it's easy for them to communicate with or socialize with people, you know, because I'm not even saying anything about them getting too deep or too personal or whatever. But Pisces moon is insecure with that, because it's like, okay, if you're going to do these things, I at least need you to understand, or I just need to at least understand that you value the relationship and the situation between me and you honor that, and I can feel secure in that. If they don't, that's the thing about Pisces moon too. Pisces moon will disguise their freaking feelings and be observing you and watching you the whole time. They're watching you, observing you. They're disguising their feelings because they're like, nah, like, I don't trust you. Like, why would I get myself in that? Gemini moon is observing you too, but they're likely to be like, go back when you least expect it, and you not even know that they're paying attention. You think that they're off, you know, doing something else, not paying attention, and they're paying attention to everything, and they will bring up to you what you did if they need to. You can even see this with a Scorpio moon. I mean, a Scorpio sun with a Gemini moon. And Scorpios can hold on to stuff. But with a Gemini moon, they're more likely to tell you, like, okay, yeah, but when you did this, remember this over here? Remember that over there? So imagine both of these people doing this within a relationship. It is grounds for mistrust, you know, feeling insecure, not understanding each other's emotional cues, because Pisces can be wanting to be like less talking, less verbal. Gemini might be like vocalizing more. And like, okay, well, I told you just 2 weeks ago. I told you 6 months ago that I loved you. I didn't change. You know, like, what? I just told you that. Like, what is the problem? I just said I wanted to be with you. I'm here, ain't I? Pisces is like, dude, like, when I look into your eyes, when I'm around you, I gotta feel something. You see that? I want, like, Pisces really digs into and dives into like those moments of intimacy, even when they don't gotta stay there. It could just be like, okay, well, you know what, let's have our time. And they could actually miss their partners, miss their friends, miss their family, you know. Gemini moon, it's like, okay, cool, Pisces, you know what I'm saying? And depending on other places that they have, but Gemini moon could be like, okay, your friend, like, why are you making everybody your family? Like, why are you so close to everybody? Why are you, like, what is it that, what are you missing these people for? You just seen them 3 months ago, you know, you just seen them. And Pisces moon could be like, why are you making everybody your friends? Like, who is these, why do you need to have these people in your contacts? Like, why, you know, I don't understand. Like, why you gotta be so friendly? So it's just, I feel like, what can make this better? What can make this better? Gemini moon, you know, having those instances to where they're able to reassure Pisces moon, like, look, I'm with you. Even vocalize things to them, like special things to them. But I remember certain things, maybe remember certain things that they like, and showing up and going the extra mile to even get them. So Gemini moons can give people stuff. Gemini energy can give people stuff, you know what I'm saying, and be thoughtful. But no, I need this to be in an emotional way. Like, if you write them a note or a message or a card, you know, I need for you to be able to be like, look, yo, listen, Pisces moon, I missed you. I miss you. Hey, I miss you. Can we hang out? Like, I really wanted to see you. You know, like, it does not hurt to be able to do this. You know, be able to look into their eyes and be sincere. And, you know, spend a little time with them like that. It's not really always about communicating things. And Pisces moon, just understand, like, Gemini moon does not want to be controlled. they don't really want to be told what to do. Like, you can talk to them. If you could just communicate over to them, like, what's up? Like, listen, I just want to make sure we're on the same, I just want to touch bases. We're in this relationship, or I'm interested in you, you're interested in me, we're talking, like, all these extra people, I'm not trying to control you, but at the same time, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Like, where is this going? This is how I feel about it, and it doesn't have to be done in emotions, and it doesn't have to be done in tears, and just like the ploys, the emotional ploys, please cut that out with Gemini moon. Because even if it's a water sign sun, it's only going to work but so much to a Gemini moon. And then they're going to be like, okay, yeah, you're trying to manipulate me. Even if you're not, you're just trying to get a certain response. You're trying to understand what they feel and where they're at. They're not going to look at it the same. But still, once and again, I really, really do put even other placements where I'm not really, where I'm like, okay, compatibility wise, it's the sun signs, it can definitely work. I feel like with the moon signs, the reason why I'm more like, you really got to think about this before you get into the situation, because you got to really understand that this person is pretty much programmed. Now, can you defeat that program or come outside of that program and change your behaviors? Yes. It's just hard to do because you're dealing with the subconscious. And the subconscious, like, the things that is associated with the subconscious, like why you would be doing something for whatever reason, whatever programming that you experience in the experiences that you went through, period. So you gotta keep this in mind. This has been Gemini moon, Pisces moon compatibility, and like, I thank y'all for keeping me together and helping out with reminding me to do certain videos, and just adding on to with what videos you want to hear about. All right, and I definitely will be back, so stay tuned. Peace.